What's up, YouTube? Franchise Sports TV back again with another video. Before I begin, I am now on Rumble. Let me say this very slowly before I get tongue twisted. As FSTV22, Franchise Sports TV 22. I'm on Rumble now. I'm using Rumble for more of my spicy topics. Probably should have put this one on here exclusively, but it is what it is. Asa, God of Power, #1 coming out very soon on YouTube. Story visual. More about that later. But anyways, so I haven't said much about this whole Victor Wembanyama and Britney Spears thing. It's very odd as Britney Spears just came out of nowhere with this whole thing. But the reason why I wanted to say something about this, because I actually had experienced this lately as well, for some weird reason. But anyways, as we all know, Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs are in Las Vegas for Summer League, I think. Britney Spears, I think she has a residency in there, somewhere at the hotels down there, I think. And the two collided sometime on Wednesday night, I think it was. And I guess Britney Spears is a fan of Victor Wembanyama, which is weird. But anyways, it is what it is. And she wanted to get his attention, but she did it in the wrong way by basically touching him or grabbing him, whatever happened. And the Spurs security, roughed her up a little bit. And now we got this whole thing they going after Victor Wembanyama now, blaming it all on him. She's perfectly innocent, but from what I know, Britney Spears has a history of, mental illness. So, here's my whole thing about this whole entire thing. Sure, Spurs security could have handled it differently. Yeah, I'm sure. And I'm sure she could have handled it a little bit differently too. But, for one, this is my biggest take on it. And I'm sure this has been everybody else's take on it. And this is what I keep experiencing every time I go out to either bars or nightclubs for the past 3 months now. Keep your hands off of people. Keep your hands off of people. Example. It's been too many examples now. For some reason, so the first example, I was in Scottsdale back in April. And for some reason, two white dudes, in a matter of 20 minutes, one comes up to me and touches my shoulder. I'm like, dude, why are you touching me, man? So I'm agitated already by this because I think he was trying to make a mockery of me for some weird reason. Because I wasn't dancing or doing anything else, but I was sitting there just minding my own business. So he decides to walk up to me and touch me for some reason. He caught me off guard, but I grabbed his hand like I was a Terminator and told him, watch it. There was some other words said, but I ain't gonna say it for YouTube. And then another dude decides to do the same thing, and I kind of do the same thing. Hey, he's more apologetic about it. And then this same thing happens in San Diego in the gas lamp. 2 weeks later, some dude comes up and grabs my arm. I'm like, what is up with you people touching people? And then just last week, I went to Scottsdale once again. Same damn club for some reason. I need to stop going out. Actually, I had to stop going out significantly this year compared to last year. But the only reason I went out because it was the sister's birthday. And this girl decides to come up to me and tries to grab me to go to the dance floor while I'm talking with my cousin for some reason. And I just don't understand what is up with people putting their hands on people. Random people. Strangers. You don't know. And then get mad or get all in their feelings when that person tells you not to touch them. In all these situations, I tell people, do not touch me. Please get your hands off me. If you don't get your hands off me now, there will be some issues you will not like. In this case, Britney Spears probably should have known better. And now that I think about it, I don't really blame the Spurs security for acting the way they did, because people are crazy now these days. Sorry. But people are not in their right state of mind these days. So I kind of don't blame them at all. You just can't be just running up on people, especially when catching them off guard, touching them, and when you outside in the street or even in a club. Don't do that. I don't understand why people do this these days. I don't get it. I don't want to dance with you. I'm talking to my cousin. You see me talk to my cousin. And the girl wasn't that fine either, but her friend was. If her friend would have did it, it might have been a different story. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But anyways, I don't like being touched. Okay? And I'm sure the Spurs security didn't like Victor Wembanyama being touched. That's the prize golden goose. That's the first pick in this year's NBA draft. And so I'm sure there's plenty of protection on him. Not close to Secret Service, but you know, you can't just be running up on people when they have security around there. And I'm sure any security detail will be like that, especially with these rappers nowadays getting picked off in the last couple of years. So I'm sure there's a high sense of security when it comes to protecting the client, especially when the client is worth or could possibly be worth a lot of money in the future. So, yeah, it's unfortunate Britney Spears got dapped up, but at the same time, this is a perfect lesson for everybody. Leave your hands off of people. Because I'm pretty sure, let this be the other way around in my own situation as well, and it sure is Victor Wembanyama or the security. Now, if it was the other way around, if a man initiated the first contact, ooh, man, we know how that would go. But even now, even though Victor Wembanyama didn't do anything, now they're going after him and trying to make him out to look like the bad guy. Crazy, man. This country's crazy. That's all I got to say. But tell me what you guys think. And one more time, leave your hands off of people. I'm sure my subscribers already know that. But for anybody else out there who's watched this video, leave your hands to yourself. I'm sure your moms and dads told you that when growing up. Leave your hands to yourself. But for some reason, in this day and age, people think touching people is okay. Especially people you don't know and randomly doing it to. But anyways, I'll catch y'all again. I'm off this.